today's lecture, we'll be looking at anti-defection law. So, in the current affairs, we have seen that there are some politicians who are changing parties, going from Congress to BJP, BJP to Congress, and then to Aam Aadmi. So, that kind of stuff happens in our country at the moment. So, it is important to know, are there any laws which can stop such kind of activities? So, one kind of law is anti-defection law. So, what is defection and where it is in the constitution? So, the practice of legislators, that is the MLAs and all, changing political parties during their term continues. So, it happens in Indian political system, despite, so that is it is in the 10th schedule of the constitution. So, it was inserted on 1985. Commonly, it is called the anti-defection law. It was meant to arrest the practice of MLAs or legislators or MPs from changing political affiliations during their term in office. So, this is a famous cartoon by or advertisement by Amul. At the time, there was a person called Gayaram. He used to change parties. He was in Congress on one day, then another party on another day. So he was that scenario, that situation was called Ayaram Gayaram. Okay. The change was so fast that there was a need of a law to prevent this. So, anti-defection law punishes individual members of parliament, MPs, MLAs from leaving one party for another. The parliament added it to the constitution as a 10th schedule in 1985. Its purpose was to bring stability to the governments by discouraging legislatures from changing parties. So, who was the brain behind this anti-defection law? It was Rajiv Gandhi. So, the 10th schedule was popularly known as the Anti-Defection Act, was included in the constitution by the 52nd Amendment Act of 1985. It sets provisions for the disqualification of elected members on the grounds of defection to another political party. It was a response to the toppling of multiple state governments by the party hopping MLAs after general elections of 1967. Okay, how it was a group of MLAs, it allows a group of MLAs, that is a large section of MLAs, to join another party without inviting a penalty of defection. So, if you are going individually, that can affect that the defection is possible. So, if you are going in a group, so there are certain conditions also for that group, how much amount of people should be given, that we will discuss now. As per the 1985 Act, a defection by 1/3 of the elected members of the political party was considered a merger. Okay, 1/3 of the members of the political party went to another political party. It was termed as merger. Okay, but the 91st Constitution Amendment Act changed this. Now, at least 2/3 of the members of the party must be in favor of the merger. So, earlier in 1985 Act it was 1/3. Later in 91st Amendment, it was changed to 2/3 of the members must be favor of the merger for it to be valid in the eyes of law. The members disqualified under the law can stand for elections. They can stand for elections from any political party for a seat in the same house. The decision on questions as to qualification. So, who decides whether a person is disqualified in the basis of defection? It is a presiding officer. So, that is the chairman of the Rajya Sabha or the speaker of the Lok Sabha. So, and it is also subjected to judicial review. But the time frame in which the presiding officer can decide on this kind of situation is not mentioned anywhere. Okay. So, what are the grounds of defection? What are the grounds of defection? So, one is voluntary giving up of membership of a political party. So, a person is elected to a Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, or state legislative assembly, and one day he decides that he is voluntarily giving his membership of that political party. Then he is subjected to defection. Then violation of instructions. So, there is a popular bill that is coming in the house, and the political party said that you need to go against the bill, but a certain number of people go against the opinion of their political party, and they vote in favor of the bill. So that is considered as a defection. As a precondition of this disqualification is abstention or from the voting should be condemned. So if that person says that he cannot be attending the voting or something prior to the decision, he is okay. He is left behind. There is no problem. Just need to tell to the party whip in the house. Okay, whip is a person who implements the party decisions in the house. Okay, elected member. Elected member. So, if an independently elected member joins any political party, he is subjected to defection. So, a nominated member. If a nominated member joins any political party after the expiry of 6 months, he is subjected to defection. So, he before 6 months he can join any political party. So, that is all about the anti-defection law. I hope guys were able to understand to a large extent about what the defection is and what the current case scenario that is happening, and are there any laws related to it. So with that I conclude today's session. I hope it was productive for you guys. Until we meet again, God bless you all. Jai Hind.